If you think that Stephen King can only write horror, then think again. Let me give you a couple reasons why you should read Different Seasons by the King himself. Most people associate Stephen King with It, Salem's Lot, Misery, these sort of very violent, dark, gruesome, bloody books, all right? And that's fair. Stephen King has done a lot of that. But believe it or not, he can write regular fiction without all the horror and thriller aspects and still pump out some solid content. Different Seasons is a collection of 4 novellas which all kind of connect to each other in some little way, and all of them follow 4 different themes. The first story, Rita Hayworth and the Shawshank Redemption, follows the unwavering hope of a man who believes he has been wrongfully put in prison, Shawshank. And as we all know, this story became one of the most classic prison movies of all time. All right, growing up, I knew Shawshank Redemption, but it was only this year that I found out it was Stephen King that did it. So if you're a cinephile, you like comparing books to the movies, it's great. The second story is called Apt Pupil, and the theme of it is the summer of corruption. You know, Different Seasons, it follows the 4 different seasons. You know, that's why it's called Different Seasons. And it follows this kid who finds out a dark secret about his neighbor, and they become interlinked like this. They become frenemies, and they have to endure a lot of pain together. And this was another good one too, because it follows, this was the darker story. This one was a darker story. The premise was really interesting. It's the longest story of them all. And if you like some sociopathic vibes and themes, this is gonna be a great story for you. And the third one, The Body, The Fall from Innocence, or The Fall of Innocence, okay? Otherwise known as Stand By Me, the movie that follows, and the book that follows 4 kids, and at the end of summer they try to go find this body. And this is a coming of age story that is written in some ways like a memoir fashion, narrated by the main character. And in my opinion, it's the best story in this collection. I love coming of age books. It makes me feel stuff, makes me feel nostalgic. And the prose in this story specifically is beautiful. You know, when you look at Stephen King, you're thinking about severed arms, severed heads, blood all everywhere on the walls. But Stephen King in this book, the writing is beautiful, in particular in The Body. The description of the environment around the characters, the sounds, the smells, the sensation of temperature, the heat, so vivid and so true. You feel like you're there. It is amazing. And the 4th story, A Winter's Tale, albeit I think the weakest one and the shortest as well, follows this interesting, mysterious club of men who tell these paranormal ghost stories. And you start to understand and also ask questions about what is this club. One of the good things about reading a collection of 4 novellas is if you don't like a story, it's only going to take, you know, a couple hours or so, and it's only going to be 100 or so pages. All right, that's it. You don't have to commit to an absolute chonker where you gotta deposit a whole month of your life to read one story. And at the end of the story, if you felt like it underdelivered, you're not gonna feel skamaz. You're not gonna feel like you've wasted your time. All right, because there's other stories in here. So I really feel like at least one of the 4 is gonna connect with you. And for me, 2 out of the 4 really were home runs, and the other 2 were all right. They weren't bad stories, but they were not at the level at which Stephen King really delivered. And I'm talking about The Shawshank Redemption and The Body. I thought those two are absolute must-reads in Stephen King's catalog and just for like the literary fiction genre itself, all right? Stephen King really shows you that he is more than just monsters and violence, and he shatters, all right, shatters that narrative in this book for sure. So if you like the video, if you think that you're gonna give this book a try, let me know in the comments below. If you have any book recommendations, put them there as well. And thank you very much. Please like and subscribe if you liked the video. And as always, Stephen King, forever.